Have you ever walked into a busy room and felt your chest tighten, like your whole body forgot where to rest? Pull up a chair. This episode gives you a 2-minute way back to steadiness. Welcome to the Self-Care Cafe podcast. I'm your hostess, Pammy Parker. Here at the cafe, we take a gentle pause from the busyness of life and gather around conversations that nourish the heart, the mind, and the spirit. On today's menu, a short, evidence-informed 5 senses reset to anchor you when transitions leave you feeling unmoored. So settle in, take a breath, and let's begin. I'm so glad you're here. With me is Maya Solis, a somatic coach who helps people use sensory attention to move from overwhelm into clearer choice. Maya, welcome to the cafe. It's lovely to have you.
Thank you, Pammy. It's a gift to be here. I work with people in big life shifts, new jobs, changing families, endings, and beginnings. And one of the simplest supports I teach is this 5 senses pathway back to the present. It's small, portable, and surprisingly quick at calming the nervous system. I hear surprisingly quick, and I want listeners to understand that without feeling sold to. So tell us plainly, why do the senses matter when everything inside feels chaotic? Explain it like you're talking to a skeptical friend who might roll her eyes, but still try it. When we're in transition, the mind often spins with what-ifs, future stories that spike alarm. The body, meanwhile, always has present moment information. Breath, pressure underfoot, temperature on the skin. Noticing those things gives the nervous system concrete here and now data.
Wait, so you're saying the body gives better data than our head sometimes? That feels counterintuitive, but intriguing. Exactly. The senses deliver raw signals. Studies of attention and stress regulation show that shifting attention to sensory input can lower alarm responses. Practitioners often notice changes in minutes, a small softening of muscles, a steadier breath, enough to make clearer choices rather than react from panic.
How fast can that shift happen in real life? Like, could someone use this between a tense call and responding to an email?
Yes, absolutely. Even naming a color you see and taking a long exhale can slow things enough to choose a better response. It doesn't erase deep distress, but it creates breathing room. Think of it as a first aid tool for your nervous system. I love that frame. First aid, not a cure-all. Okay, you promised a short guided reset. Would you lead us through a 2.5-minute 5 senses reset now? Please go at a gentle pace so listeners can follow anywhere. I'd be honored. This will be simple and adaptable. If you can, sit with both feet on the floor. If you're standing or holding a child, that's fine too. Let your hands rest where they want to. Begin with one full, easy breath in and out. Let the exhale be a touch longer if that feels natural. Notice the weight of your body, where it meets the chair or the ground. Now we'll move through the senses gently. For each sense, name it inwardly and notice what's present. No need to analyze or change anything. Start with sight. Soften your gaze or open your eyes. What's one thing with color that you can see right now? A mug, a patch of sky, a sweater. Notice a small detail about it. I can see a pale green plant near my window. The leaves have tiny speckles. That little focus already feels steadying. Gently shift to sound. Without searching, notice 1 or 2 sounds in the room or beyond it. A distant car, a humming appliance, a voice. Let them be part of a soundscape you can rest in for a moment. No need to label them as good or bad. I hear a neighbor's radio through the wall, a melody that's oddly comforting when I lean into it. Good. Move down to touch. Feel the contact where your feet meet the floor. the chair supporting you, the fabric under your hands. If it helps, place one hand over your heart or your belly and notice the rise and fall there. Touch is a fast route back into the body. Now, bring your attention to smell. You might notice a faint scent, coffee, soap, the air itself. Even a subtle scent connects us to memory and feeling. Name it in your mind if you notice one.
I can smell citrus from a candle, bright and immediate. It feels like a tiny reset in my chest. Lastly, taste. Notice the taste in your mouth. Toothpaste, tea, or plain neutral. If you have water or a sip of tea nearby, take one now and notice it fully. Its temperature, weight, flavor. Taste brings attention deeply into the present. Take one more full breath. Notice any small changes, a softening, a steadier inhale, a slightly slower thought. There's no requirement for dramatic results. Even a small shift is meaningful. When you're ready, open your eyes fully if they were soft or closed. That felt gentle and clear, like giving my nervous system a little instruction manual. For listeners who are short on time, how can they tuck a micro version of this into a busy day? I teach 3 pocket versions with exact hooks so they're easy to remember. First, the 30-second elevator pause. When the doors close, plant your feet, take one full breath, name one color you see and one sound you hear, then exhale. Second, the 2-minute desk reset. After a tough email, rest your hand on your heart, soften your shoulders, and quickly run through sight, sound, touch. Third, a bedtime sensorial ritual. Dim nights, inhale slowly through the nose, notice a comforting scent, and savor a single sip of warm tea before sleep. Those are concrete and easy to try. Some listeners might still think, this won't help when everything's collapsing. What would you say to that worry? I hear that worry, and it's valid. This practice isn't a substitute for therapy or clinical care when someone is deeply distressed. It's a stabilizer. It gives you enough calm to make the next best step, to reach out for support, or to pause before reacting. If you need more, pair these resets with ongoing care. Practical question. How do people make this stick when life is busy and memory is unreliable? Pair the reset with something you already do. Lock the door, finish a call, or brew your morning coffee. Attach the 30-second pause to that routine. Use a visible cue, like a sticky note on your laptop, or set a gentle reminder after lunch. Repetition builds the habit. Be kind with yourself when you forget. Quick recap for listeners. Notice sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. Try the full 5 senses reset when you can, or one of the micro versions when you're pressed for time, and pair the practice with something you already do to make it stick. For a simple way to practice, visit our site to download a 2-minute guided audio and a printable checklist that walks you through these steps. Maya, thank you for that grounded, generous guidance, and for keeping it practical. It feels reachable, which matters so much. Thank you, Pommy. It's been a pleasure. May these small resets bring steadiness as you move through change. Come as you are. Leave nourished. Thank you for listening.